As soon as people see this, my dear respected brothers, people faces would change. According to the authentic hadith, people would cry out of what they see in the hellfire. That to the point that ships would swim inside of their tears. That after they run out of tears, they start crying blood. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he described to us the hellfire. He told us what is the hellfire. What's inside of how hot is the hellfire. The fire that you have between you is nothing but 1 part of 70 of the hellfire. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, another hadith, this is only one part of 70 parts of the hellfire, my dear respectable sisters. Do you think that the hellfire is like the fire that you have? But it's more dark. It is like tar. My dear respectable sisters, we have to think about what's inside of the hellfire. As soon as people would enter the hellfire, what's there? What people say, what the hellfire is made out of? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة عليها ملائكة شداد غلاظ لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. Oh, you believe, protect yourself and family from the hellfire. And the next part, the Mufassirin, they said how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala equated the fuel of the hellfire of human beings and stones. You're going to be equal to a stone. Is it only people and stones? No. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, inside of the hellfire there are snakes. That the thickness of that snake is as thick as the necks of the camel. If one of these snakes bit one individual, he will be in fever for almost 40 years. Inside of the hellfire, there are scorpions. It is as big as the mule. Same thing. If this scorpion would bite you, you will have fever for 40 years. My dear respectful sisters, people in the hellfire, they're scared. One of the most scariest moments, one of the most fearful moments that humanity will face, as soon as the hellfire is being dragged into Ard al-Mahshar. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانِ وَأَنَّى لَهُ الذِّكْرَى يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي قَدَّمْتُ لِحَيَاتِي فَيَوْمَئِذٍ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد. In the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, people are watching, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمْ. Jahannam is being brought. As soon as people see this, my dear respectful sisters, people faces would change. According to the authentic hadith, people would cry out of what they see in the hellfire. That to the point that ships would swim inside of their tears. That after they run out of tears, they start crying blood. My dear respectful sisters, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he went into Isra al-Mi'raj, as he was ascending, he was seeing angels welcoming him and smiling him, welcoming the best man that ever have walked and have lived in this earth, and all the angels are smiling. Until he went into one level and he saw an angel. And he asked Jibreel, "Oh Jibreel, all of the angels are smiling. How come this man is not smiling?" He said, "This is Malik, the angel of the hellfire. He did not smile since the hellfire was created. He did not smile after he have seen what's the hellfire. He did not smile after what he have seen inside of the punishment of the hellfire." My dear respectful sisters, this is what we see. What is the description of the hellfire, my dear respectful sisters? How is the hellfire? Is the hellfire something that is alive? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that the hellfire have a neck, and have eyes, and have a tongue. Didn't we read in the Quran, يَوْمَ نَقُولُ لِجَهَنَّمَ هَلْ امْتَلَأْتِ وَتَقُولُ هَلْ مِن مَزِيدٍ. In that day, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would tell the hellfire, "Are you full? Are you full? Did you have enough?" She said, "No, more. people inside of me. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam قال, as the hellfire is being brought, a neck would come out of the hellfire. A neck that have eyes and have ears and have a tongue. And this neck would say, I was prepared for each and every transgressor. People who take other people and take advantage of them. People who eat the haram. People who transgress. People who associate with people with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And people who create things, al-musawwirun.